and this is my coming out story. I know you heard everybody else's coming out story, but again, this is my coming out story. Come a little closer, let me talk to you. I came out in two phases. You heard it right. Two phases of my life. 21 and 44. So I can really say I was a late coming out. I was very late coming out. But nevertheless, let's jump into it. When I was 21, I came out. I didn't come out in the traditional way. At the time, I was still transitioning into adulthood. Don't get me wrong, I've been living on my own since I was 16. 16. Married at 16. Let that ripple through you. You ready? Okay. Anywho, I was 21. I didn't come out again the traditional way. My mother left home to go to work. And when she left, she had this little girl. But when she came back home, she had this person standing before her, who I morphed into, who I thought that this is who I wanted to be. Haircut, pants sagging, Tim's on, white beater, and you know how we had them bubble vests at the time? That was me. At this time, I had a mentor. I will not disclose her name, but she was only in my life for 2 years. 2 wonderful years. 2 months, 2 wonderful months. She was a beautiful person. I did not know that she was addicted to drugs, but that's not the story that I'm trying to bring to you. I'm trying to bring the joy that she brought in my life. Again, she was my mentor, not my lover, nobody other than my mentor and my friend. And I had her in 2 months of my life. And she taught me everything that some of these young women are coming out now and having to figure out on their own. What strap to use, what dildo to use, what size, how should it feel, how should it fit, where to get it from even. Dental dams, which is not advocated enough out here in this world. Being safe. How to put a condom on your dildo. How to clean your dildo. How to keep your dildo nice and toasty and not come to no female with no cold piece of whatever your material or dildo is made out of. Mine was made out of silicone at that time. And particularly where to go to get these things. And making sure that it was a quality kind and not something that you paid $30 for. So she taught me all of these particulars, how to treat a woman, you know, what type of woman you're looking for, and how to approach a woman, all the things that videos now are doing for the youth, or they're just fondling along and figuring it out on their own. These type of things. I think it's very important for the youth to have mentors these days, which we do not have anymore. These kids coming out these days are getting laughed at, not told the appropriate things. It's just more difficult now to come by someone who generally just want to help you and not hurt you, not harm you mentally, physically, or emotionally. Just be your big sis or your big bro. These things we don't have anymore, and it's a shame. Let me go back and jump back into it. Nevertheless, I morphed into this person that I wanted to be. Sorry for keep on saying nevertheless. I don't know what that's all about. Anywho, I'm getting a little closer. This story right here, even my children may not know that I first came out at 21. in on myself the moment that she overdosed, the moment that I found her down the basement along with her cousin. We found her downstairs, and I shut down completely from being who I wanted to be or thought I was. That was a very hard time for me because there was nobody out there that guided you or taught you some of the things that she taught me in that short period of time. I really love and miss her. Going into when I'm 44, now understand, 44, establishing your life, have children, have a family, and this comes across your life, shaking you up to where you no longer can hide it anymore. That was me. My experience at 44 was mind-blowing. And why I said mind-blowing, because I suppressed me coming out at 21 for so long that I forgot who I was and just went through life what people thought I should be. That's it. Now, it was particularly hard for me because not only I was 44, had children, but I was Muslim. Still to today, I am Muslim. Now, I know, I get it. Some people are like, how the hell are you still Muslim and a lesbian? Easy. God does not make mistakes. God does not make any mistakes. And I'm here to tell you, babies, God does not make any mistakes. Everything is the same with me except whom I love and how I love them. I still wake up the same person and go to sleep the same person. Just who I wake up and go to sleep with has changed. That's all. And again, this is my story. And this is something that bothers you and your soul. Do me a favor, click off. But don't come into my feed with negativity. Please don't do that. Because me and my wife is sharing our stories so that the youth can understand what it takes to come out when you're older. For me, anyway. Come out and have a religion behind you that you still practice today and feel like, and I'll use the word felt like, I was doing something wrong until I had to come comfortable with me and my decision. And coming out and bringing that to the children that I raised in Islam was very difficult, but I did it. I didn't have to come out to my mother because she already knew. So when I decided on marrying my wife, I let her know, and she said, oh, okay, I could have told you that. And I was sat there like, what? You could have been said something to me, let me know, make sure I was good. But I was very pleased that my mother, the one who gave birth to me, didn't shun me, turn me around, at least in my face. What she said behind my back, don't know, don't care, don't matter. But she showed me love for whom I am. And it didn't matter what anybody else think, and still today it doesn't matter what anybody else think. I knew that it didn't bother her. And that was enough for me. But here I go, I had to tell the kids. How do you tell your kids that you are a lesbian at 44? 44. It's not something that you can plan on, I'll tell you that. You gotta jump right in and be like, hey girl, hey girl, guess what I am? I'm a lesbian. Da 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 da. Let me stop being silly. Anywho, I had to come to my children. The biggest one was the oldest one here in America. Having to tell her that I was a lesbian when I jumped down her throat for being a lesbian. I am ashamed of that. And I think all of that was because the fear that I had inside of me. And that today, I still apologize to her behind that. And I truly, truly hope she forgives me for that, because I wasn't trying to beat her up. And then think about it, in hindsight, it wasn't that she came out being a lesbian. It's the person that she came out with. That's another story. But let me wrap this up and say, coming out at 44 was hard because I made it hard. Because living my truth is very easy. Living my truth is very easy. Let me say this again. Living my truth is very easy. And on that, I'm going to say, have a great day. Thank you for listening. And stay tuned for the relationship from hell.